Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Retro Sniggers here, back at y'all with another Q&A. It's been a minute since I've done a Q&A, mostly because, it's just no time for a Q&A. But I felt that recently there was a need for one. I like Q&As because they also kind of update you on where I'm at with what I'm doing, So these questions that I got, I just pulled off of Snapchat. First question, Retro, why haven't you released as much restorations? That's a great question because during that period of like 2 to 3 months of me not releasing any type of restoration, I was really just understanding what I wanted to do next, because I can't just keep releasing the same content over and over again. I can't just keep releasing the same OG restorations, the same boost soul swaps. I can't be doing the same thing forever. I always have to switch it up to keep the interest. I was going through that time just understanding what it is that needed to be next. But now we're back at it. We got new stuff in the works and I'm very excited. Favorite albums at the moment. Alright, so my favorite albums, I would have to say Damn, More Life, Playboi Carti, Future, Birds in the Trap, Sig McKnight. That's about it, I listen to a lot of other music. That's not all I listen to. The reason I said those is because there's stuff that recently released, kind of. Retro, do you have a girlfriend? Not at the moment, relationships are just huge distractions and it's something I don't have any time for right now. I've gone through having a relationship and trying to run a channel before, and I really just like being alone. I prefer to be alone and work, and just do my own thing, have nobody else on my back. Just, why is your music always slowed down? The reason I slow down music is due to copyright issues, of course. But for those of you who don't know, I actually enjoy listening to music slow down. It's something that at first I did do, to avoid copyright. But as I was doing that, I realized, I like this a lot. This is something I enjoy doing. I love the sound of things slowed down, lower BPMs to sound better to me. Not every song, of course, there's songs that just are better left untouched. And it's also funny because, I come from Houston. If y'all don't know, Houston is home of DJ Screw. He paved the way for chopped and screwed music in the 90s. And, that's something I love to do, so I also happen to be a city from someone who's well known for that. But that's not why I do it, I do it because, like I said, I enjoy it. Hey, can you fix my shoes? I used to take orders a long time ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, but I stopped that. Taking orders is a lot to handle, especially when you take on huge orders or something like that. It's a lot to handle, it's a lot of work, and it does cut down from the time I could spend on creating projects for YouTube. And my main focus from the jump was always YouTube. How old are you? I'm 19 right now. I just turned 19 a couple weeks ago. It does suck that this is my last year being a teen. I really love these teen years, and I wish I could be a teen forever, but we can't be, we all gotta grow up. And I'm gonna see 20 soon, but I gotta work my ass off until then, because I don't want to be in the same place at 20 years old. You know what I mean? When I hear the number 20, it just sounds disgusting. Do you drive? No, I do not drive, but yes, I do know how to drive. Driving is just something I'm not interested in, and I never really was. I never had a desire to want to drive. I know most kids growing up are like, man, I just can't wait to get a car and, and drive and go do whatever I want. That was never really my interest, because everything so close to me. I stay close to downtown, and I've always liked cars. I've always liked sports cars, luxury cars, but just never had an interest in really driving them, mostly just owning them. And for those of y'all who don't know, I do use Uber a lot, and it's also thanks to you guys for using the code. It gets you $20 off your first ride. You can use it anywhere and anytime. So yeah, that's how I get around. I have 2 regular drivers at the moment. One of them drives a 2016 Escalade, and the other one drives a 2015 Cadillac XTS. So when I go to shoots around town or I gotta go places, those are usually the drivers that get me where I need to go. What keeps you going every day? What keeps me going every day is YouTube. Creating for YouTube, because this is my life. This is something that I would always do on my spare time, in my teenage years. And now it's my full-time job. So this is really, what keeps me going every day. How am I gonna hit that next level? What's the next concept? What's, how am I gonna improve things and be innovative? And like I said earlier, I gotta keep y'all interested. I always gotta bring in the new, I gotta pave the way myself. Are you still on a diet? You still looking chunky? Yes, I'm still on a diet, but I haven't been working out this past 2 to 3 weeks because of work. As most of y'all don't know, I was creating 6 episodes for Complex these past couple months. I had to give up all of my extra free time that I had just working on YouTube and, replace that free time with work. So it was a bit of a challenge, to balance things out, but I got it done. We're here, we're alive, we made it. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be hitting back the gym next week because now I'm a free man. Ever since I finished that project, I feel like I just got this weight off my shoulders, like I just got out of prison or something. Favorite movie from 10 years ago? So 07. There's a couple, but if I had to choose one, I would have to go with Superbad. Superbad is a film that I saw a long time ago, and it's very inspiring. The comedy, the filming, the directing, just everything about it, it's very interesting. I could watch the movie, infinitely. What equipment do you use to film your videos? All I use is my hands and a tripod. That's it. I used to sometimes use a DJI Ronin. I used to use this little foldable thing, this rig that I had, but I just stopped. I just don't like carrying that extra stuff on me. It's also pushed me mentally to, just kind of move as a robot when I'm filming. What happened to the skits and what got you interested in making them? So the skits, okay, the reason why I haven't released as much is because I've been trying to, brainstorm new concepts. I didn't want to have to keep bringing y'all the same old comedy that y'all already expect me to bring that relates to bars, corny jokes of the, let's get into it saying, I just wanted to stay away from that because all of those ideas are kind of just done, and I need to create something new and unexpected for y'all. That's really what y'all enjoy the most, is when it just hits you out of nowhere and you're just like, damn, retro, that was fire. And the reason why I got into skits is, early on in elementary school, I was very interested in writing. Specifically in 4th grade, you have to take the writing test. And as we were practicing writing throughout the year, getting ready for the test, I, found out that I really enjoyed writing, creating these stories. It was just an interest I had. I would spend all my extra time doing that. And when it came down to having to take the writing test, I actually got commended performance. So really my interest in writing started from there. And then I took that onto middle school, 7th grade. So I took that passion for writing and I combined it with my new passion of filming. I started to create a lot of skits with my friends. And then I kept that going, of course, on into high school, and we're here now. Favorite food spot at the moment? I have to go with Shake Shack. In one of my recent vlogs, I showed a trip of going to the Galleria in Houston, and there's a place called Shake Shack. And it's honestly one of the best burgers I ever had in my life. The best burger I ever had in my life was in LA, but this has to be number 2 on the list. And I know there's more Shake Shacks around the nation, so if there's one in your area, I suggest you go. It's good, it's really good. What is your favorite everyday sneaker? My favorite everyday sneaker would have to be my Adidas Nikes. This pair was actually sent to me by Adidas, and that's an amazing opportunity, And this was the first pair they sent over. I do really like these a lot because, it's a much more stable feel. The Ultra Boost, it's a lot like a cloud and you kind of just sink in, and that's a good feel. But whenever I'm filming, I need that stabilization. With the Ultra Boost, I found myself kind of like falling over to the side, whenever I would film because, the shoe just kind of takes you wherever. But this one right here is very flat and you stay put, you don't move around much. So yeah, Nike right here, favorite everyday shoe. Ever since they sent it, I've been rocking these every day to bring y'all the bangers. So yeah, guys, that is all the questions for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I do have more bangers, more restorations, more skits, all that good stuff that y'all want to see. It is on the way. It is in the works at the moment. And before I go, make sure y'all follow me on all my social media accounts to stay updated with all my work. My Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat is Retro Snickers. So yeah, guys, I'll see y'all next Tuesday with a new banger. Have a great day.